They're starting to holler.
The natives are getting restless. We're hunting the millet field that I did with the Marines when they came down. I planted this field. There's a lot of food in it, and these geese have just been giving it a shellacking. They're in here every morning at 7 o'clock. They're in here every evening at 4, and it's almost 4 o'clock. So I think me and Diane will get a little bit of shooting in here. She's ready, right?
I'm ready.
You happy?
I'm happy.
She's real happy.
I was asleep on the couch.
It's pretty warm out, but these what these geese are doing, because it's late season, is that's all of them out there. It's several hundred geese, and if they're not out there, they're in these other fields of mine over here. But they will pick up in groups of 6, 8, 10, 12, and it's just a constant flight of them coming in here. They don't all do it in one group, but they will sure as hell get out of here in one group. Coda got after him yesterday. I was ready to kill that dog. And Eddie pulled up here this morning, caretaker, to work, and pushed them all out. But they've not been molested. So what I think's going to happen is we'll get a little bit of shooting in here, but when we start, they're all going to know it ain't safe to be around Shipley's place today.
That's your cute little new hat I bought you.
Mm-hmm.
Turn the lights on. Oh, how cute.
It works pretty good. Diane got this for me. It's a very nice warm hat, and get some lights out there. So me and Diane are going to try to get some geese. I think we're done for the season. My brother might come down. Hugh Middleton's coming down maybe tomorrow night. But I have already rogered up, we have, for a youth hunt. And the youth hunt begins on November 11th. So the season for ducks is out.
November the 11th.
I'm sorry, February 11th. But duck season is out. I've never seen that many ducks in my life out there in the rivers just come up. And I thought they were geese until I had a better look. It's just black swarms of them. Goose season goes out on the 4th. And these birds will have, from the 4th to the 11th, a solid rest of being unmolested, unshot at. That impound is just absolutely black with ducks. And we're going to I told them I'd roger up for 3 kids. Not quite sure who they're sending down, troubled kids, but youth. They don't need a license, they don't need anything. You put them down in the blind, you can get their cripples for them, you can put out the decoys for them, you can call for them, you can do everything except shoot. And so I'm excited about that, all part of it.
And I'll make pancakes.
So ducks and geese are open on the 11th, and so we'll take some kids out hunting, and we'll close the season up. How about that?
Yeah. We had one of our boys go down from Team 6 day before yesterday, and so it's a very sad time for our community. 3 other ones were seriously injured, so our thoughts and prayers go out to that family and to the boys that he worked with and all their friends. So, but I sat in there today and I told Don, we've worked all of our lives and we're here, and we need to start looking like that cup's half full. We need to start just having a good time. So I'm ready, and I'm so ready for spring and summer to come. And I told y'all before, I've picked out 3 boats to go look at, and tomorrow's February. And he promised February was going to be our boat buying time. So we're going to start getting out and taking you guys along and try to get us a boat, because spring will be here before you know it. And I think we're going to have a new pool liner put in the pool, so we're going to uncover the pool and get all of that. We've already talked to some of the families, the wives and kids, and so I'm excited about having them down. And we apologize for being a day or so without a new video up, but we really worked hard, especially Don worked hard when we had the Marines down here. It was pretty much 24/7 from before the sun came up till late at night with him just working. And there's quite a bit of footage of Larry and Chris and Justin that was down here. So he's been working hard, going through the footage, getting rid of the crap and keeping the good stuff. So he'll have a video up for you here in a couple of days. We apologize, but it takes a toll entertaining. And hunting, when you just show up like I do and walk out to the blind, it's easy and it's just fun. But when you're the one getting the blinds ready and run around putting the decoys out and all of that shit, it's a whole lot of hard work for him. So your patience is really appreciated. I'm going to outshoot him here in a second. When these big bastards start flying in, you're going to see my shooting skills. I'm going to blast me one.
I guess we upped our bag limit from, I thought we got 27 birds. We actually got 28 because I found Coda chewing on a mallard out in the yard today.
They missed one.
So, somehow he dug that thing up from somewhere out here. But that damn dog got a hold of one of our geese. He likes licking up blood from deer. So does Michonne. They're both terrible. And I've seen him pull apart some feathers on a bird before. But he got after one of those geese, and I wasn't paying any attention, dealing with Larry and Chris and talking it up. And Coda had dug himself a nice hole in that goose breast and
that was his supper.
And fed. He fed. He ate that goose breast before. I took it up to the pickery, but I had a heart attack. What the hell was this? But it's a beautiful day, and on the millet fields, we planted them. We should reap some of the rewards. I haven't only hunted with you one time. Mm-hmm. This year it was down there, so it's after a good job.
Well, you've had the boys here.
Diane rocked with the food, so there's just nothing better than getting the amount of birds they did. It was a really great hunt, but being able to come in morning, noon, and night and eat, and then we just have drinks and chill the hell out.
Well, I made a dish that was the hit of the party. Everybody said it's the best goose they ever had, but we made pulled duck tacos, and I swear, even if you don't like goose and you don't like wild game, you don't like duck, this shit is so good. It's cooked for almost 24 hours in a crock pot, and with all kinds of Mexican seasons and onions and garlic and stuff. But we ate that stuff. It just pulls apart like pulled pork. And then all the fixings, guacamole, sour cream, sauce, all that shit is banging. I'm going to make it for you guys on here so you can see it. It's just so simple. And even if you don't hunt and you get wild game, everybody can buy a goose or duck in the grocery store. So you really got to try it. It's good.
Well, that's what people do. They screw up goose and duck. I don't know how many it took my mother all those years ago before she kind of finally figured it out.
Well, I've screwed up my share too, because if you're roasting them or something, they have to be rare. I mean, bleeding rare. That's the only way you can have a duck or a goose. And so when my sister was talking about having this pulled duck at a gourmet restaurant in Knoxville, Tennessee, I said to Don, hell, have you ever heard of pulled duck? I was just thinking, my God, it has to be so dry if you've cooked it enough to be able to pull it apart. But when it's cooked in liquid, like chicken broth or something like that, there ain't no way in hell you can dry it out, and really there's no way you can overcook it. So I tried it, and that is our new favorite thing. And it goes a really long way, because you're adding a bunch of other shit on the top of it. So it was good.
So everything's going well. We're allowed 4 birds tonight, and I'll take 3 of them, and you can have one. Your shooting's up to par.
My shooting will be up to par.
Get them to the picker. We gave Larry and Chris a couple extra geese because we killed some ducks, but they didn't. That was on Saturday. They don't pick on Sunday, so they're up there. I got to go pick them up, so I gave them a few extra geese to take out, and I keep the ducks. It worked out. So
we're gonna try to get a video up and get it on YouTube. As you guys know, we've been sort of steering away from YouTube because it's just such bullshit on there. But we would like to increase our subscribers a little bit. We're about to the point now, like Don said, the goose hunting's over, and we're about to get into the fishing and having the families, the children and the wives and stuff down. So when you start talking about us picking up the tab to fly whole families in here for a long weekend, that's going to get a little pricey quick. So we'd like to increase our membership site if we could. So anything you guys can do to help, share it around on your Facebook page or tell people about it, and maybe you could have them take a look at the site and hope they like it. But I'm just getting really excited for the summer. I have a big passion for these kids and these wives because I know that they take a back seat to some of the guys. And I talked to Chris and Larry at length about it when they were here, and they agreed that their wives both have taken the back seat. And not a lot out there for the wives and the kids. It's sort of all geared toward the wounded guys. So they were very anxious and happy to hear that we were going to include all of the families, and their wives are excited. So help us share around the site a little bit if you can. We'd really appreciate it. I hear them.
They're getting really
No, you can't sit this close to me. I need room.
I'm watching our flag out there. It's just great having that flag because I can tell what the winds are. The winds are light, but they're coming from the right direction. But our gal that sent us the flag, we had that terrible nor'easter, and it got wrapped up and shredded. So we had.
Who sent that to us, Fiona? No.
I knew you were going to ask that.
Julia.
Yeah.
Julia sent it to us. Julia, that flag got shredded in that storm so bad, so we had to go get a new one. But we loved our Julia flag.
So we got another one put up. Watching the winds. It's kind of anybody's game right now, but it's time. And Dan Bernath has to go to court trial. He is the defendant in Kansas City for community guidelines and indecency, violating decency laws for some of the shit he sent. One of our subscribers who went after him, good. The walls are really caving in on that clown, so had a good day hearing that. He can go there on the 3rd to Kansas City, and then on the 4th he's got to go to Virginia for his trial up there. So I really don't care who puts him behind bars as long as he goes.
Dallas is next.
Yeah.
I'm ready to spend some money on Dallas. Dallas has no
people-
idea who he's involved with. No idea.
A lot of people think because we take that laid-back posture that we're intimidated or something, and they'd be wrong. You just read it. So like I say, I don't think I'd have had the patience to be a good sniper, but I'd be wrong about that, and so would you. She'd made a good sniper. 'Cause we're just
Patient except in the goose blind.
yeah. So
I'm ready to start shooting.
It's time. I'm going to turn this camera around. We'll see what happens.
Bye, guys.